On to, sorry, not to cause alarm there amongst Andrew's fans.
My mom and dad are watching it.
We're going to move on to nighttime.
Our other monthly special.
You have to try this product. If you have trouble switching off, you find it hard to fall asleep, this is a wonderful natural tool. And I thank Andrew for introducing it to me 3 years ago. I wouldn't be without it now.
Yeah, it's, as I was just talking about before, for me, nighttime, fortunately, I sleep well. I fall asleep easily. But when I travel, when Muriel and I go over too many time zones, say if you go to bed at 11 o'clock at night and we're in France visiting Muriel's family, that's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
If I'm going to sleep at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's not going to be for long. So that is when nighttime becomes indispensable for me. Because when I do go to sleep there, and it's effectively 2 o'clock, I need something to sort of chemically remind my body that it's time to relax. It's time to go to sleep. So nighttime becomes indispensable, and perhaps you might be working different hours at work, shift work or something like that. All of us have our own reasons. Perhaps we just have too much stress in our life, and it's difficult for us to relax. Our brain keeps working. So nighttime is designed not to knock you out. I leave that to drugs and medications that can be habit-forming and have all sorts of other issues. This is simply designed to be soothing, to be relaxing, so we can go to sleep on our own. And that's the whole point behind the product. I think for a lot of folks, it might not be strong enough, but I'm not trying to make a product that's going to knock you out. I'm trying to make a product that returns to all of us something that most of us did, 99% of us did easily when we were young, is we put our head on the pillow, we fall asleep. Maybe it was we didn't have a care in the world. It's also because our hormonal system is different, our brains are different as we age. So as we get older, this is just an opportunity, hopefully, to return a little bit of that calm, relaxed, soothing state where we can go to sleep on our own.
It's a fabulous day. Again, price-wise, remember we're celebrating 23 years if you're just tuning in. The monthly special savings are above and beyond. Again, a product that won't be a today's special. Do the try me size if you just want to give it a go. You've got 60 caps for a special price of $14.90. There's 180 for $34.90, and again the 360 is normally $100, nearly half off at $59.90, saves you $40. Andrew, you mentioned earlier how important it is to hydrate. The other major important thing is going to be sleep, right?
Right. Well, without adequate sleep, our body, our brain can't repair itself, our key organs can't repair themselves. Sleep is something that's a vital part of human existence. It's a vital part of our human repair process. So if we're not sleeping well, I mean, if you don't sleep, I mean, it was used as a form of torture. If you don't let someone sleep, if you force them not to sleep for several days, we all start losing it.
Yes.
It's not getting adequate sleep is definitely among the most challenging things that anyone could possibly experience. So we all need to do our very best and work with our doctors to see what we could do if we really have a serious sleep issue or sleep disorder. Some simple things to remember. No caffeine late in the day, or no caffeine at all if sleep really is a problem. Do everything we can to sort of tone down our nervous system. Sleeping in a dark room. The quality of sleep is better, whether you think you're sleeping well or not. Sleeping in a dark room is better. All those LEDs need to go away. Using an electronic device just before you go to sleep, not a great idea. Also, being in a cooler environment, even if you sleep well in the low 70s, sleeping in the mid to high 60s has been showing to be a better temperature for us to engage in the normal repair, healthy repair of our brain and our key critical organs.
Well, folks, thank you for your orders here. I think you'll be really, really fond of this product once you try it. It just helps to lull you into a better quality of sleep as we head over. Andrew, there was actually, as you were talking, it reminded me a while ago in England, there was a bright